Paul. Thank you, folks. My first guest tonight has just been named official spokesman for Caesars Atlantic City Hotel and Casino. He also earns a living as a comedian. Please welcome one of the funniest, Mr. Buddy Hackett. Hi, Buddy. Nice to see you, sir. Buddy, did you see that guy jump into that thing of water?
Yeah, I did.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Not without a lifeguard.
No, that's very peculiar. Congratulations on your being appointed spokesman. You must be thrilled about that, huh?
Well, I think the way he did it was probably the... When he went off the edge of the table, you can't take that fall right on your head because you'll break your neck.
Yeah.
He probably caught it on his hands and then kind of dipped his head. It's an old Jewish trick, but it's done with chicken soup. It's never been done with just... Who would do it with water? You couldn't talk anyone into, hey, dive off into water, put some soup. You'll see diving. It feels great to be appointed spokesman.
So you speculate that it's the head dip.
That's what it is.
Yeah, the head dip.
He caught that. That guy must weigh 158 pounds. Anywhere between 158 and 159 and a half, somewhere in there. And you take that, you know, you could whiplash yourself.
Yeah.
Or sometimes he could drive the base of his spine right out of his ass and have a hook to hang his pants up.
And have a what? And have a what there?
He'd have a hook to hang his pants up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A hook. You know what I find interesting?
Sir?
Nice-looking man, reasonably dressed. He found his way down here from Massachusetts. He teaches school, probably voted in the last election, and here he's diving off tables like that.
Everybody wants to be in show business.
That's right, that's right.
People do anything to get into show business.
All right, now back to Atlantic City. So you're happy about that. What are you going to do as the spokesman? What are you doing
Well, we're
going
to do some commercials. They're going to dress me up like Caesar with a toga. And then we're going to do stuff about, you know, ancient Rome and the modern-day Caesars Boardwalk Hotel and how you can have all the fun and everything. And I ain't going to do the scene with the lion. That's out, I'm telling you now. Because I know when lions, they don't get along good with me.
Now, is this a lucrative deal for you? Big dough? God, what the hell?
Not without soup. It's all tied up into one package. I'm going to be working 18 days a year, 1 6-day stint, and 4 3-day stints, plus doing the commercials. I guess it runs around $600,000 for the 18 days. It's not... I don't get as much as I used to.
No, I see.
We're all taking a cut nowadays. Ask the people.
It's tough. How do you like working in Atlantic City compared to Las Vegas? Any difference for you there?
The sand is much wetter in Atlantic City than in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, you get dry sand. And when the wind blows, it hits your face, but it don't paste on.
Right.
Now, you get a stiff breeze off of the ocean, and that wet sand, wet.
Yeah.
Not without soup. And that wet sand, that'll take your skin right down to the bone, and you'll go around porous.
Now, do you in your career, you've been working for casinos, you told me before the show, this is your 25th year with
35.
35th year.
I opened November 22nd, 1952 at the Desert Inn in Las Vegas, and I've had a contract with one gambling casino or another, whether I wanted to or not. I remember there was one casino where a guy, Mario, called up. They said, we want you to sign for 3 years. So I said, with what? He says, with whatever we tell you. I said, you don't frighten me. So I had a pet clam, you know? But they're neat. They don't make dirt or nothing. Right. You don't have to feed them. And I used to keep the clam next to me on a shell. And at night, I say good night and this little shell. And I went to sleep one night. I woke up in the morning, the shell was empty. And the clam's head was on my pillow.
Oh, my God.
Either that or I ate the clam in my sleep and sneezed on my pillow, one or the other, you know? And the next day I signed with the Hotel Mario for 3 years.
Did you, now I've heard stories about performers who work in Las Vegas or Reno or Atlantic City,
Tahoe,
and they have a lot of free time during the day, so they get themselves into trouble at the tables. Did you ever have gambling problems that way?
I gambled once. In all the years I was there about, well, 1963, so I was there 11 years, and Buddy Greco says to me, let's put $50 apiece, we go to the table and make a bet.
Yeah.
So I said, Greco, I don't want to gamble. He says, hey, don't be cheap. I said, hey, here's the $50. You don't even owe it to me. Come with me. So I give him my 50, he's got his 50, right? And he walks up to the crap table, and in those days, there was blue chips was $5. I thought he'd give him the 100, he'd get 20 chips, and he'd start to play, right?
Yeah.
He says, 200 on the line, you owe me another 50. We didn't bet yet. The guy says, 8.8, this should have made an 8. He said, I want the odds for 200. He says, you have no credit, Mr. Greco. He says, how's Hackett? He's my partner. He says, he's all right. He says, give him a marker for 1,000. I said, I don't want no marker for no 1,000. Now he got 200 odds. He says, 800 change. I says, give me the 800. It's my marker, right? Greco says, 4, 5, 9, and 10, 200 each. Now I got $1,100 there. I don't even know how to play, and I didn't want to be playing. And I really was very, very nervous. Well, he kept betting, and I said, stop. What I owe? They said $3,400. I went to the cage. I wrote a check for $3,400. That was my only experience with gambling.
Boy, well, you got off lucky.
Yeah.
All right, now listen, we
Greco
have to...
says, I never lose. I said, how are you going to lose? You play with my money. You can't lose.
we got to go station identification. Oh, okay, we'll be back, though, with Buddy Hackett. Laurie Anderson will be here later tonight. Tomorrow on this program, Diane Cannon. Have you ever worked with her?
No, I just know her real well.
You do? Is she a nice lady?
She's a terrific person.
Yeah, she'll be here tomorrow night. Also, musician Toots Thielmans. I know you haven't worked with him because...
I don't know who...
He's a whistler and plays harmonica and stuff. Nice man.
Well, I'm sure he is. Otherwise, why would you hang out with him?
I didn't say we hung out. I said he'll be here on the show.
Well, that means the same thing.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. What do you mean? You're going to put a wall here or what?
No, but I mean you hang out like he's coming out to the place or something afterwards.
No, I don't even know where the place is.
No, I don't. No. Also tomorrow, we have a child genius, Sasha Segan. And how old is Sasha? 9 years old? 9 years old.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Boy. Very, very bright. Well, of course, bright. He's a genius. He would be bright. He's one of the slowest genius kids you've ever seen. Buddy, I have here a copy of your a biography from NBC, this very television network, dated August 31st, 1956. You were getting ready to star in your own series called Stanley.
Yeah.
And it says here, Hackett was one of the first comedians to appear on television.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Do you have any idea where that was?
There's a show called Laugh Time.
That's right. October 10th, 1945.
Yeah.
Yep.
CBS.
What did you do on that show?
We did a burlesque sketch called Flugel Street.
How did that go?
Not too good.
Yeah.
At first, I was one of the few times I was beat up by an audience.
Really?
And they got in free. I don't know what they were mad at.
How old were you then?
21.
Now, this must have been quite a thrill for you. All of a sudden, you're doing a network television show, huh?
That was a network. I mean, in 1945...
Oh, it just says TV debut.
Yeah, there was only 7 or 8 sets around.
Yeah.
You know, like 6 of them were still in the store.
Do you know what you got paid for that appearance?
Well, whatever it says there, I probably boosted it up. What does it say?
It says here $25 for a 10-minute performance.
Yeah, I probably got $10 for a 25-minute performance.
And you also worked at a nightclub, a Brooklyn bistro, called the Pink Elephant.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Was that a good place? Bad place?
They were so nice to me, I can't tell you. First of all, there was a guy named Heshy Schneider. He booked me there. He was not an agent or anything. He just, well, there was no business. I was there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I got $10 a night, 2 shows a night. But I only remember going on once, and the rest of the time, I was sleeping in a car in the backyard or something. But there was no people or anything, and everybody having a wonderful time.
Yeah.
The guys who owned it, like, and Heshy, and I didn't know what was going on. Now, of course, years later, I figured out it must have been a book joint or some horse room or something, and it had nothing to do with the show. They just put an ad in the paper. There wasn't even a nightclub. You just got up wherever you were standing and said, showtime, and you could have been in the bathroom. Didn't make no difference where you were. You just did it.
Did you, in the beginning, if they wanted you to do like 3 or 4 shows, and maybe you didn't have enough material for 3 and 4 shows, and the audience stayed from the first show right through? Now, what do you do the second show when you look down and it's the same folks and you're out of material?
You yell fire, and they run out. No, what I did, I was working a place in Connecticut, a guy named Bill Marino, Mama Marino's Lodge. And same people came every night.
Right.
And it was only, I think that blue laws then, you didn't work Sunday, so it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And 2 shows a night. And I would go to movies in the afternoon, and at night I'd come and act out the movie for them.
Oh, that's good.
And anything happened during the day, I'd look in the paper and see jobs, you know, like people want job. I'd go apply for jobs. Then I'd try to remember what happened, and I'd tell the people the most ridiculous things and see if they would hire me anyway. And they would hire you anyway.
Yeah.
I tell them I just got out of prison because I boiled a person, but I've been reformed. And they say, oh, but do you know how to sweep? Yeah, I swept myself. And then at night I tell the people what I did during the day.
They like it?
One guy said, that's right, I wondered why you didn't take the job today. The guy was there at night.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. This man has just been named official spokesman for Caesars Atlantic City Hotel and Casino.
Yes.
35 years you've been doing this kind of work, huh?
Well, 35 years just
For casinos.
In casinos.
Yeah.
Before that, I didn't have that good a job.
Yeah, yeah.
I was on the road with Call Me Mister in 1946. Carl Reiner was the leading man. Bob Fosse was the boy dancer. William Warfield was the baritone.
Yeah.
Betty Keane was the leading lady. I was the number 2 banana.
Can you come back and see us another night?
Am I finished?
Yeah, you're done.
Just starting to relax around the fire. I'll be
Thank you
delighted.
very much, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. We'll be back with Laurie Anderson. Did you see this?